Hey, you! Still sipping coffee instead of chasing that dream project? Life's messy. Deadlines pile up and everything feels urgent except the thing you actually care about. But your passion. That's the spark you cling to like a caffeine addict. History's dreamers, broke painters, so-called weird writers, even scientists labeled as crazy, kept going when everyone told them to quit. Why? Because asking why can turn exhaustion into a comeback story. So let's step into their chaos and see why your fire is worth keeping alive, no matter your age. Life's a grind, but you're not finished. Drowning in emails, sitting through meetings that feel like the worst group project ever, dream sitting in a notebook or collecting dust on a vision board. You're human. But those late-night bursts of creativity, the story idea you can't shake, the doodle that turns into something bigger, the hours spent geeking out over a random subject, that's your secret weapon. Even if you think you're terrible at it, that inner fire is still your compass. The danger? Thinking you're too late and giving it all up for a normal life. Here's the truth. Legends like Van Gogh didn't make it early either, and their persistence paid off, big time. The broke painter who painted for food. Vincent van Gogh, age 35. Broke, living in a cramped apartment in Paris, painting wildflowers no one wanted to buy. He sold exactly one painting in his lifetime, to a friend, for barely enough to cover a meal. Friends thought he was losing his mind. Why keep painting? Because those colors were his lifeline. After his death, his sister-in-law worked tirelessly to show his work to the world. Today, those sunflowers are worth millions. Lesson? The art you think is too strange might someday move the world. Keep painting. The writer who hid her stories in drawers. Shirley Jackson, 40 years old, writing unsettling, eerie tales from her home in New England. Editors said her work was too dark, and most of her manuscripts stayed hidden in drawers for years. Why keep writing? Because those shadows were her why. Her short story, The Lottery, surprised, shocked readers, drew hate mail, and was misunderstood at first. But years later, she became a literary icon, inspiring authors like Stephen King. Excited, your unusual personal story? It might be the next thing people can't stop talking about. Don't throw it away. The crazy scientist who changed everything. John Dalton, 45 years old, working in a tiny lab, obsessed with atoms. His peers laughed, called his ideas nonsense. No funding, no famous position, just determination. Why keep going? Because he wanted to answer the universe's why. Later, science proved him right. His work became the foundation for the periodic table we still use today. Your odd idea? It might be the next breakthrough. Keep experimenting. Why you shouldn't quit, at 30 or any age. All three of them worked for years without recognition. Their creations could have vanished if they had quit early. Success isn't instant. It isn't always glamorous. It's about showing up. Science says failure is part of the process. So when you feel like quitting, write just one sentence. Silence your phone and focus for 15 minutes. Mess up, then laugh. It's part of the journey. Your why might outlive you. Don't let it fade because of a number on the calendar. Quick tips to keep the fire alive. Tiny steps. A novel too big? Write one page. Celebrate small wins. A finished sketch is momentum. Find your crew. Share your work with someone who believes in you. Embrace the mess. First drafts are meant to be ugly. Timer trick. Even 15 minutes is better than 0. Your why shapes the future. No early head start? No problem. Creating keeps you alive. Your work might be discovered next week or decades from now. Van Gogh's story reminds us, it's about perseverance, not perfection. Thoughtful. Someday, someone might find what you've made and think, wow, so why quit? Thoughtful. Keep asking why. Keep creating. If you're over 30 and still chasing your dream, share your current journey in the comments. Write it as a note to your future self. One day, when you've made it, you can come back, read it, and remember exactly how far you've come. Happy. And if this story gave you a reason to keep going, stay connected here for more true stories of late bloomers and the power of persistence.